Um, it's a good trailer. It's decent. It's a decent trailer, but I've got to keep it a stack. It is still not something that excites me because of Dune 1. Um, so look, it's like, how do I even best break this down? Because see, I think it's very key when you've read the book. It's very key when you read the book. Like, even if you've not even read the book, from what I see of that trailer, I'm seeing it's going to be the same thing of the good bits and the bad bits of the first film. Because when you look at the trailer, visually looks amazing. The costumes look phenomenal. The cinematography looks bloody iconic. So just on a visual level, this thing looks awesome. But visuals is only one thing. Now it's about context. Now it's about the nitty gritty and the actual content. Because the thing about Dune 1 was visually it looks great, but the content, the storytelling content didn't have enough weight. And there's enough weight there because if you just look at that, you're like, if they made a few adjustments, you could have said, what's up? So I look at that and I'm like, how is he going to do the war? Because right there they have to fight. Because basically, Paul now has to get revenge against the Harkonnens based on what they did to his dad and their traders. So right now, this is the war thing. This is now where it's now full on combat. And this is my issue with the Villeneuve. I don't think Villeneuve has that dog in him. You see, James Cameron's got that dog in him. Go watch T2. Look at the action scenes in Aliens, in T2, in True Lies. There is a dog in him and so forth. You need a certain amount of grittiness. I think Villeneuve, he's almost too artistic. Because yeah, it can be artistic, but you have to have that sensory stuff in there. Case in point, do you know who was supposed to do Dune? Originally back, I think it was back in the 80s, I think, in the 70s or 80s, it was Ridley Scott. That was Ridley Scott's dream project was Dune, but it didn't happen. And then instead of Dune, he then went ahead and did a Blade Runner. So, because if Ridley Scott was doing Dune, you would see, okay, this is now how this thing is supposed to be breaking down. Because let's be real, Villeneuve's quality, he's talented, he know Ridley Scott. And we saw that when he did Blade Runner 2049. Because I just saw Blade Runner recently. 2049 is good, he know Blade Runner. And I just think that does he know how to go hardcore? Because my issue with the first Dune is one of the key moments in that film is the ambush by the Harkonnens. How the Harkonnens ambushed the Atreides family. That's one of the key moments in the story and in the film. And for me, bro, that war was weak sauce. Guys, let's keep this. I see nobody is gonna say this stuff. That war was weak sauce. And I'm sorry for even for a first part, you can't say, okay, no, he's world building because people say, okay, no, the reason why it was too slow, a bit boring, because it's world building. Even if you're world building, you still have to deliver an entertaining, interesting, engaging film. And I think beyond the outstanding visuals, and the visuals are outstanding, so beyond the outstanding visuals and the superb acting, because the acting is amazing, your boy, what's it called? Chalamet, he's great in the role. Like that guy literally is Paul. So beyond the visuals and the acting, I think the weakest part of this, I think, is the writing. I think the writing and the screenwriting and so forth, they're not properly embellishing characters. Because see, when you're doing an adaptation, it's an adaptation. You're not doing a like for like, word for word remake of the book. It's an adaptation, which means that you have to embellish certain things. So things that may have not been embellished in the book, you now have to expand upon them and increase upon them. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is not word for word exactly what's in the books. It's like, okay, this is what's in the books, cool. But Peter Jackson was okay, we need to embellish this, we need to expand this, we need to come at this as a different arena because this isn't 300, 400 page book. This is a 3 hour film, a visual medium. So you have to do different things. So basically, in this Dune film, I just say Villeneuve, I'm not sure they could be able to do it. Can you make the characters interesting? Make us care for the characters? Can you do better? Actually, action's gonna be better. The action has got to be better. You've got to say what's up for the action. Because it's now war. So you've got to say what's up for the action and you've got to be able to say what's up and really put that stuff out there. So we're like, man, Harkonnens against the Atreides, this is crazy. This is mad. So by the time we now get to the final confrontation, between, I think it's your boy Fade and Paul. You're like, man, this we're now ready for this final competition and this final war after the crazy action. So look, it looks good, but I have questions over whether he's going to stick the landing in the film. And I'll keep it a stack bundle. Do you know what I'm most looking forward to this whole thing? The soundtrack. Guys, I still listen to that Hans Zimmer soundtrack of Dune. That Zimmer soundtrack is outstanding. So I believe Zimmer will deliver on that soundtrack. So I'm looking more forward to that. The Dune soundtrack, Dune 2 soundtrack, than this damn film. So Villeneuve, please prove to me and don't break this up.